Welcome, everyone. I know you have been anticipating me being here. Yes, how do I look? Do I look ready for our second to last Saturday night live? Guys, we have did it. Posha Nation, you have did it. We have done it. The second to last Saturday night before we ring in 2026. Woo! Yes, we are almost finished with the year. Can you imagine that? We are at the second to last Saturday night. Oh my gosh, what a year it has been. It has been a year. We have so many stories to tell our grandchildren, right? So many. So, welcome each and every one to another Saturday Night Live with yours truly, Posha Malcolm. And we are heading, welcome, as I said before, to our Saturday Night Live with Posha Malcolm. We're heading into the final stretch of the year. So, tonight is about reflection, gratitude, and community. Yes, you, my family. Next week, we celebrate the wins, the grand birthdays. Yes, we're going to have one celebration, right? Joy and partying. Yeah, we're going to party next week. So if you have not been to a party yet, we're going to have our party next week. All right. And as usual, as we normally do our affirmation, I am the embodiment of strength, beauty, wisdom, and I embrace all that I am. Let's go again. Thank you for that thumbs up. Welcome. Remember to put a thumbs up as we go along. All right. Thank you. So let's do that again. And remember to do it because, you're affirming yourself, right? As Pastor Colin would say, affirm the brethren. So we are affirming you. Hi, Bobby, too. Welcome. Good evening, Portia. Welcome. Woo! Glad to have you. I tell you, Saturday night is always special with you being here. So, welcome to our second to last Saturday night. I am the embodiment of strength, beauty, wisdom, and I embrace all that I am. Yes, you embrace all that you are. I embrace all that I am. We embrace all that we are. Yes, and it has been a wonderful year to know that we can say that affirmation. It gives us strength, it gives us endurance, it tells us that we are special, we are beautiful, and we are full of knowledge and wisdom that we impart to others. So many things, right? So, if it is your first time, welcome to a place where your story matters, your joy is welcome, and your presence is definitely a blessing. If you're returning, you know we already love and appreciate you. Yes, welcome one and all. Bring your positive vibes and let's connect. What I'm grateful for this week. I'm grateful for the gift of rest, guys, my beautiful people. Being able to spend a day at home in bed. Most times I'm around my desk and I'm working, I'm putting videos, I'm editing. I have the woman show editing hopefully this weekend. It can be out. I think I have just one more video to put out. I just don't want to put them out piece. I want to put them so if you want to continue watching the next episode, it flows in. So I've been editing and but to be able to be at home in bed. Yes. And I watched the camp meeting in Jamaica with Pastor O'Connor. I tell you, that man is so special. Yes, I watched that. I think so many people in Jamaica, I would have been at Kencott today. Yes, for camp meeting. Grew up with camp meeting. So it's like a 4 day event, and you go there every night. On Sabbaths, you go in the morning, and then, you know, that's it. They have concert later. Probably concert is going on now, but it's always a nice thing where everybody all over Jamaica, mostly in the corporate area, East Jamaica Conference, because there are different conferences that makes up Jamaica. And then you have the other Caribbean, then you have the other places, countries, and then you have this general conference that comes together. But in Jamaica, East Jamaica Conference, at this time, a lot of places have camp meeting. Is the last big event for the year. And so I got to see it on television while in bed. I was so happy to be able to do that. And for the opportunity also to help a neighbor who hasn't been well. I tell you, one morning I woke up and I just saw flashing lights. And I said, no, man, like God woke me up. I said, no, man, wonder if it's my neighbor. When I looked, I realized it's the ambulance. And when I checked, I realized that they were at my neighbor's um, place. So I waited. I went out, put on my robe and all of that. I went out, my booty, and I asked, the paramedic, they came for her because she wasn't well. And it happened that, she have illnesses. She had illnesses before, but there was another illness to it. So I'm giving God thanks that I was able to be there for her and help her to get her medication after she came back. So God worked that out. So I'm grateful for that. Grateful for quiet moments and the chance to be there for someone else. Cece, how is Tana? Is she enjoying herself? Which I can just imagine. That she's enjoying her moment and she deserves it. I'm so happy for her. So I hope, you have had a good week. I hope that, she living it up. She enjoying the moment. So glad that you're here. And how are the kids? How are they doing? Are they all right? Yes, I've been keeping myself updated, but let me know if they're okay. Good evening, Auntie. Good evening, Mikhail. How you doing? Thank you so much for connecting. I am so happy that you're able to connect tonight. Yes, and this is a perfect time to let Cece see the video that my sister sent. Bobby to say she is having a wonderful time. I leave to pick her up in the morning. All right. That is so good. That is good, 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 good. That is good news that she's enjoying herself. Yes, boost her metabolism, boost her energy, boost, Yeah. And make sure to take pictures with her as you go to pick her up and enjoy the moment. Yes. Good evening, sis and everyone. So finally we have God bless 2649 being with us, my sister in Jamaica. So, Cece, I just want to share this with you as my sister is on, as you are on. Perfect. So, she sent me a video, and I just want you to listen. I wanted to do the live where I can actually show it and all of that, but it wasn't possible. So, I'm just going to play the video for you to hear. Good evening. God bless. All right. So here it is. CC. I Bobby too. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I receive it. I receive it. 5,700 and here I put the $20 and $20.17. I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for making my Christmas merry. Thank you a lot.
I feel so grateful because I'm not working at this moment, but remember, God is good. So always remember that God is good. So I want to say many, many thanks to you, CC. Many, many thanks for looking out for me, even though you are having challenges. I call it challenges because, your sister's going to get better. You're going to feel great and renewed in the Spirit of God, just like how my spirit in God is being renewed. Your spirit is going to be renewed. God is a wonderful God. And if it's one thing I've learned, is that no matter how you feel, no matter what you're going through, just be kind and nice to people same way. No matter if you're angry, no matter if you're feeling hurt, if you can reach out to someone who's in need, reach out to them. And I thank you for thinking of me and letting me have this cash. It will help me out for Christmas because guess what? I'm not working right now. So it is a big plus. Thank you very much. And I have the children at home. So it's a wonderful gift. It's a wonderful gift for Christmas. Thank you very much, Cece. And God is going to be with you through every step of your journey with your sister, and she is going to recover in the mighty name of Jesus. Keep the faith. Faith like a mustard seed, remember, moves mountain. Faith is knowing that God will, even though we don't see him do it, but we know that he is going to do it. Just remember that God will do it for you. Remember, he do it for others before, so he can do it for you, and he will do it for you because he did it for me through you. Thank you very much, CC. God bless you. Have a wonderful life, CC. God bless you. And he will give you strength. And he will give you love. He will give you comfort. He will take care of your every need. Put everything in front of him. Ask his permission for your sister to get better, CC, and she will. Remember, thanks a lot. Have a great and wonderful Christmas.
Okay, so I'm happy that you could listen. I know the view was bad on the phone and all. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm happy that you could hear it from her own mouth, her appreciation for what you have done for her. So yes, it has been challenging, but we know that with God, all things are possible. All right, so CC say I have some good eve. God bless us. Good evening, CC. So beautiful. You are so welcome, CC says. And then my sister says, good night, Porsche. Good night. And Bobby too says, good night. Have a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. That's really like special for me because out of all of this, good is has come, out of all that has happened, even with the hurricane. Yes, good has come because even though the things still haven't been fully fixed, just temporarily fixed, what that is going to do for her is so great to be there for her children during this holiday season when she's not working. So, God will work out the rest. So thank you very much, Bobby, too. And as you know, this is what I do for my thing. Yeah, this is what I went into last year and got monetized this year. And it's coming in slowly, but I was able to, out of what I earned, through you know um, my YouTube channel, what you committed to my sister, I was able to send it on, and she has received it, and I'm just giving God thanks for that. So blessings to you. May your basket never run dry. May God give you comfort and peace in your challenges. May your face lit up, you know throughout it all, I pray that you will have a wonderful holiday season. For me, I don't really believe in Christmas, right? But I believe in end of year when we fellowship with each other, when we gather with each other. That's just my take. And guess what? I do fellowship with everyone, and I don't say don't celebrate Christmas because it's that what comes behind it. But in the spirit of Christ and what Christ has done for us, I do celebrate that. So may God bless you as you say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So everyone, thank you so much for being a part. Cece, you have played a big role in my life. And I truly want to say thank you for being such a positive energy in my life. And also what you have done for my sister. Turning up every Saturday night, I'm giving God thanks for that. Everyone who has turned up, I'm giving God thanks for that. I'm giving God thanks that you have me in mind. I really appreciate it. So, God bless you. God bless you. And we always do our members love time. So big up to my loyal members being able to spend a day at home. I'm sorry, I'm reading from my nose. So, Bobby, to say thank you. You're special. You have a good heart. Not just financially, I'm talking. No, 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 no. When I'm referring to you being an awesome person, Cece, your heart. You have a heart like my family. It's hard to find people with heart like my family. My mom, I remember she and my dad, they used to go to buy food because one point in time we had a big family. We had my two cousins living with us, two boys. I had how many brothers? I had four brothers. That's what, four, five, six. Then my sister, seven. Then my dad and my mom, 7, 8, 9, and then my little niece at the time, 9, 10. Yeah, about 10. Yeah, about 9. Yeah, about 9. And then, yes. Hi, Krishipam. Welcome. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Bobby, too. All right. Um, Cici said, hi, Chris. Thank you so much for joining. It's the second to last Saturday night of the year. Yeah. So, we're just reflecting and giving thanks. Want to get your input and all of that. So thank you for joining. I appreciate it. So, Cici, my mom, and my dad, they used to go to the banana board and they use the banana company. So I think it's banana board or banana company. I don't remember if my sister can remind me. And they used to buy like crocker's bag, big bags of, we call it crocker's bag. I don't know if you know it. They sell flour in it and rice and all that. So they used to buy that, probably about 3 bags, like every week or every 2 weeks. I think it's every 2 weeks, something like that. But they used to buy that. And when my mom, pulled the bags and all that, she's sending to that neighbor, she's sending to that person that are in need, person that, she know that, yes. And she used to do that. We have that heart, we have that spirit that I see you have to be there for others, turning up. We used to, she used to care for people, even people who don't like us. She used to still reach out. She used to still be there. So you have that spirit in you, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it. May, as I said before, your basket never run dry. May there be laughter and happiness in your home. May there be, that warmth and that comfort and that peace that passes all understanding be in your life. May God's presence be there in your home every step of the way. All right. So thank you again. Really appreciate you. Yes, Chris, tell me what's going on. What's going on with you? Let me know in the chat. What have you been up to today? Let me know in the chat. And so, big up to my loyal members. Thanks for always being there to support me. And Bobby, too, as I said before, we love you and we thank you and we appreciate you. Adi 64, he's not joining us right now. He's not here. He went to an event. So, after he will watch the replay. Yeah, can you imagine? He's always there and missing the second to last one of the year. So the thing go, what? We appreciate him. And Retire Beard. I haven't seen Retire Beard in 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. Yes, I haven't seen him. And I'm hoping that he's all right. So if anyone hear from Retire Beard, they can let me know, because I have not seen him posted anything. He did a big win on Fishy Things channel, but from then I haven't seen him. So I'm hoping that he's all right. Remember to give a thumbs up in the chat to let me know that you're here. I haven't either. I was thinking about him yesterday. Yes, I check up on you guys, I try to check up on my members every week because you have been loyal to me. I just have 4 members, guys, 4 members, and they have been faithful to me, and I have to give them my support all the way through. So I haven't seen Retire Beard. So if his girlfriend is here, if his girlfriend here, can let us know that he's all right, I would appreciate it. Or anyone else know if he's okay, I'd appreciate it. And then we have Katie Pitta. Yes, a big supporter of Bobby Too's channel, and we appreciate her. So thank you so much for doing what you do in helping people understanding the jargons of law and all of those things. I appreciate that. And for supporting my channel, I do appreciate that. Retire Beard. Yes, I am so happy, Retire Bear, that I get to see that you're okay. Oh my goodness. Praise God. Good evening to you. Good evening. Yes, you got me worried that you're not well. And I just was so concerned. I checked before, in the week. I realized that you're not on, you haven't posted anything. And I'm like, I hope he's fine. Yeah, I was doing okay enough. Okay. Whatever it is, I know you are strong and I know you will work it out. Okay? So I'm happy to see you. Been focusing on mental health lately. It's so important. It's so important, more than we can even think. Mental health. I was talking to a friend of mine, a neighbor back home, and she and friend, because they have become a part of me, you know, being my neighbors for several years. Bobby too says beard unicorn. Yes, beautiful. And guess what? That color unicorn looks so beautiful. I could steal it away from you. But I just have to get one, or I just enjoy yours. I did something tonight never done before. I went to a bar on Saturday night. Is this local one? Fantastic vibes. All right. Glad I could catch you. I am happy that you I'm happy that you join us. Yes, because it takes out that doubt, that worry that, something may be wrong. I was thinking probably your health, but for you to be out and to be enjoying yourself, that's good than to be sick, far greater than being sick. So I'm happy that you're okay. Fun. Yes, enjoy yourself. It's nice to unwind. That's one thing I can say. Was there live music? Yeah, I missed that last Saturday night live. So Cece asked you if there was live music. I love live music. There's someone that I liked. When I say a musician, I didn't like him because I didn't like him like, I like that guy. I just, out of all the musicians, yeah, I liked him, but I'm not going to call his name because he's well known. And so one day I went to a live, I left salsa. Remember, I used to dance salsa. So I left salsa and I went to this, this, it's like a club or people gather. I don't even know what it is. This first time I was going, someone carried me, that was at salsa. So he was dropping me home, but he wanted to stop and, check out the vibes because it's a place that he would normally go. So I said, okay, fine. And I went in there and guess who turned up with his wife, guys? Yes, that musician, that singer, popular singer. And I'm like, oh, nice. I get to see him in person. And then I got to see him another time. So two times I got to see that musician, that entertainer in person. And in cute, you say? Very cute. And anytime I hear his song, I'm like, oh, want to dance, want to, move my body. But it was this. But I'm not one of those persons like fan where you're going to get crazy and you get all excited. No. But let me see in the chat. So Vitabia says they were playing football. I went outside to drink and saw around and sat around the fire. I'm glad you went out, Beard. It is always, as I said, I love those things. I love going out. I love, unwinding. And as I tell you, I used to do those things and it used to be so relaxing and all of that. So that's good. Vitabe says, I need more often. That's awesome. Yes, it's awesome when you can go out. And it's good when you can go out with others as well. It really adds to the evening. But sometimes you can do it by yourself, look and see what's going on around, hear some nice music, good for your mental health. I tell you, mental health is so important. That's awesome. Yes. Retire says, I usually just stay inside and don't go around other people often. It's good that you can stay around. I think I'm an introvert and an extrovert. When I'm at home, I just love my space, right? But when I go out, oh my gosh, I love meeting people. I love interacting and all of those stuff. I grew up as a timid child. So to be able to interact with persons is a joy. Chris says, nice to get out and have live music. Really good. Live music is always good. It just adds something to the moment. Yes, it really does add something to the moment. Hey, Chris. All right, Vitavia say, hey, Chris, wonderful. I'm really happy that all of you could be here tonight. It makes it even more special. So thank you. Big up to Bobby2, CC1234, Adiz 64, Plant-Based Skincare, Retire Beard, and Katie Pitter. I'll put them in the chat as usual so you can click on their channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do and give them your support. Yes. So we have Retabia says, is this top house that has live music? It's mostly country, which is not my favorite. Wow, I like country music. I like country music. I heard what's his name? Oh my gosh, he's a famous artist in Jamaica. And one day I heard he was doing a country western song. And I heard my brother in the yard singing it. That's when I was a teenager, going high school. And I heard him singing it. I said, what kind of song that? And guys, when I listened to it, it's so, like, what kind of music? Somebody really singing this? It was good. He's a popular singer, well sung and everything. But it became very popular it became one of his big songs. Country Western. Yes, I never forget it. So Courtney, big up yourself, my brother, for saying for singing that song. That time it was new. Yes, it was new, but it was good. So live music does don't do something to you. Bobby Two says, I need to get to sleep early. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Portia, thank you so much. I remember to hit the like, everyone. Thank you, Cece, and safe journey. And do give your sister a hug for me. And remember to take that picture. Uh, well, more than one if you can before getting back. Okay? All right. Enjoy the flight to and from. Take care and we wish you all the best. We'll see you next week, Saturday night, by God's grace. Take care and thank you so much for always being here. We appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. All right. So Cece is going to be going to get her sister, you know. So wishing her a happy trip to and from. Chris says, bye, CC. Vitabia said, cheers, CC. All right. All right. So I've put everyone in the chat. So thank you, members, and to everyone who have been watching, sharing, liking, commenting, and all of that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here on my channel, for giving me your support. So tonight, I really want to, you know, um, get your feedback, right? Sorry that Cece has to go, but I understand. But this week, tonight, I really want to get your feedback. Um, what the channel has been like and so forth. So this year we know that we have had highs and lows and growth, learning, and congratulations to Krista Country. Let me go for it. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I want to put it in the chat. Let me go because I don't have this thing up. He hit 6,000 subscribers, and I just wanted to celebrate his win in our Saturday night live. So let me find that. Oh, I'm not finding. Okay, here it is. Yes, so I'm going to just put him in the chat. He actually hit 6,000 subscribers. He has been doing a lot of lives, um, like Retired Beard. So I'm really happy that he hit that milestone. And it is, his handle is, oh, it's not coming. Oh my gosh. Okay, so his handle is actually Crisco's Country Life. Yes. So sorry if I mispronounce it. I'm going to try and copy it again in the chat. It didn't come through. Yes. There we go. So I need to get back into the lives. Yes, you're good with the lives, especially the reviews. I love the reviews. I need to have something to do or I feel so bored. There's so many things, but doing a live, you're being consistent and you have, build your community. Just continue. Next year, we're going to push for more subscribers because I think you Mary, I'm not sure if Bobby too is monetized as yet, but I know she has gone over 1,000. But with with getting monetized, it's if you don't know, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. You have to have 4,000 watch hours, so all people watch your videos, your long form videos, which is your long form is just like whenever you go to someone page, you see they have like say 30 minutes, 1 hour, 5 minutes, anything above 3 minutes, they consider, and it's landscape, they consider it as long form video if it's not live. So That has to be 4,000 watch hours, and the watch hours. And then you also have to, or so it's 1 hour. So let me go over again. So if you're interested in becoming a partner with the YouTube program that they have three requirements. One, you have three videos in the last 3 months or 90 days, 3 months. Two, you have 1,000 subscribers. Three, you have one or the other. You have one. No, let me not use that finger. In Jamaica, it means something else. Um, so you have one where you have 4,000 watch hours, or two, you have 10 million shorts views. Hope I'm clear. Yes, you can upload. So I always recommend that you can download your live and use it as your long form video. You can download your live and use them as your long form video. That will help with your watch time if you want to use your long form video. Okay. So I'm just looking down on the chat. So that's how you become a part of the YouTube program. They give you 1 year. Some persons, if they don't meet it, you continue until you meet all of the requirements. For some, it's easy. For others, most people, like 80 or 85% of the persons, it can take even years. I really worked at mine night and day, and I was a bit strategic in pushing myself because anything I'm doing, whether in a team or by myself, I try to, work. I go beyond and to reach the goal that is required or what is needed. So that's just me. But sometimes it takes a long time for persons to reach that. I have a friend in Jamaica and she's still not monetized and she has been around for 3 years. So I gave her some suggestions. I see that she has implemented some of them. So I hope that she will get monetized. But the live, I don't think that's what gets you monetized. I think it is the long form videos that gets you monetized in reaching 4,000 watch hours, or the shorts that gives you 10 million watch time within 90 days. I think it was 90 days. Yeah. So that's something to consider for the new year. As we talked last week about doing a job, starting a business, if that's where you think that you like content creation, I love it. I love it with a passion. I was telling God that today because I was meditating and reflecting and reading my Bible and all of that. Wonderful time today. So, I was telling God that you have called me to this and I'm loving it. And I'm thankful that I'm doing it. I get to meet great people. So it's all about you and all of that. So I congratulate Chris Cuss Country Life for reaching 6,000. It's not easy. His goal was 5,000, right? And guess what? Every single subscriber is special. Every single subscriber counts. So if you're a subscriber and you're watching my live tonight, today is December the 20th, 2025, which is very significant. This period is very significant for me, December, because this is when I came into this great country and they have opened their arms to me, and I'm thankful for being here. Right? So December is a special time. Yes, I came in the winter. But because I was traveling before back and forth in the winter, I would come up, and in the summer and I would come to Jamaica when we were married, you know. So that's how we used to do it. So I was a bit used to the winter. But yes, this is a very special time for me, as you can see in one of the videos I posted in the long form. So I'm really grateful, really thankful. So continue Retire Bear, continue doing a live, but turn those live, just download them. I'm going to see if I can take a video and show you how to download your live. But I think you do it on the laptop. Yes, yes. All right. So here I am with our main thing for tonight. Hope to get your input. Yes, it you have to be strategic, all right? And if any of you ever want me to, talk, if you want to talk to me about your channel or all of that, let me know so I can set up a video where we can have a one-on-one and we can go through some strategies that you can use and all of that. So Retire Bear says, I have downloaded a few, post them. And Chris Chippan said, I don't do anything now on YouTube now but I watch so many videos on so many things, overwhelming sometimes. It is. And a mentor that I had, not for YouTube though, but for something else. She always say whenever she's beginning to feel overwhelmed by, sometimes you see people, them stuff turn up and she feel away, she just turn that off. If she feel overwhelmed, she just give it a break. So sometimes content creation can feel overwhelming. I have to pray. I'm serious, guys. I have to pray, especially before being monetized, and I work so hard, and sometimes I see persons within a few weeks, a few months, they're monetized and I'm not monetized, and I know I really, this is my thing. I say, God, protect my heart. Please help me not to have envy or bad mind or anything like that. You have to be careful because things can brew up inside of you. You see everybody doing them stuff, but while you're we have a thing in Jamaica that says, wise men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward through the night. And I have to remind myself of that sometimes you don't know what people do to reach where they have reached. While you may be sleeping, they're up working, they are putting in. And I must tell you that I have worked some late hours. I remember 2 times in this year, I didn't sleep for 2 days. So I woke up, I went through that day, and then went through the next day and slept that night. So 2 days, I was just going. So it's not easy, and we don't know what people have been through. We don't know, so I don't bring myself to that. I protect, I try to protect myself from anything, what my eyes see, what my ears hear. Yes, so sometimes it's overwhelming. But guess what? Do what one girl did. She said she focused. She focused. She learned everything in content creation that she could learn. And she just focused. She didn't watch any TV. Right? But with content creation, sometimes you get ideas from persons. And that's why one of the reasons why I like watching too. You get ideas, but you have to turn those ideas into your ideas. Meaning you get something here, you get something there, you put this, oh, I like that. What can I do with that? And you think, oh, you can work it for your channel. So I'm encouraging you that even though you may be overwhelmed, I've had anxiety since I started this content creation journey. I've had anxiety. It's a new career for me. It's a new thing for me. I've not like really, I've not done it like this before. Me go out there, take pictures. Me love take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos and all that. But to turn them into something beautiful, I've never really done that. I've never known about YouTube like that. So I'm sharing that with you to encourage you that you can do it. You can if it can be a side hustle, or it can be your main thing. Like a lot of people, it's their main bread and butter. All right. And a lot of persons start small and grow and grow. Today, I saw where Christos Country Life has reached 6,000 subscribers. 6,000. His goal was 5,000 this year, and he has reached 6,000. So possibilities is there that you can go. So Chris, Shipam, don't give up on it. Just try and post within your time. Sometimes for me, I haven't posted any of those travel videos. I'm just doing it as I can. So I won't be burnt out, so I don't be stressed, so I don't full of anxiety and all that. I can tell you, I can teach a class about anxiety because I've lived through it. All right. So I'm just encouraging you. Take your step. I stay in my own lane. Stay in a lane and just continue doing it. It will pay off for you. And with Beard, I says, I find keeping up with more than 10 channels is impossible. It is. What you say? You may have to get somebody to do it for you. I am such a shy and nervous person. You don't look shy. I was telling God that today that I'm a very I grew up being timid, very timid and skinny, right? And some things that I have done, some places I've gone, people I've met and things I've said and all of that seem like I'm not, on that kind of, I was always this confident person. No, I wasn't always this confident person. Even in university, I still had that shyness in me. But when you're there and doing a thing, you just do it with all you got and it will pay off. Love the travel videos. Thank you so much. I'm going to be putting out. My husband loves them too. He will sit down and watch. Even ones that he watched before, he will watch because, it does something to see. And he loves also the Kenyan, the videos and, persons that to do travel videos. He loves those kind of things. Retire Bear said, that's why I usually have the core funny pack to support the channels I love when I can't. I understand. But with our beard, summer is coming. And I like those trips that you did this summer. It was good. Travel videos are so good. Yes. And you have something in you, Retire Beard, that you can do it. I'm not sure why the views are low, but the subscribers, but we're going to work on that. We're going to put a strategy in so that you can maximize that part to get your subscribers up. And it takes time. It takes time, but there are things that you can do to help that. Summer the channel pops. Yes. So Chris Shipam, let me just say Chris. It's just that it's unique. So when I say it, like I would say Retire Beard, it becomes a part of me. So when I'm saying it, it's just natural, right? So Chris, I know this week you're going to post something. Retire Beard, I can be outside and plan and find fun things then. Let me tell you, I understand, but you're still doing something good. The reviews, post those on Instagram. You may be better with those on Instagram, the reviews. So download them when you do those shorts and post them on Instagram. I have some winter hikes planned. That's good. I'm interested. I'm interested in that. Yes. So I'm happy for that. Please remember to give a thumbs up. I'm only seeing 3 thumbs up, and I know that there have been more persons on than 3. Retire Bless, the places we've seen in the summer, but now the winter. But with this winter, you get to plan and do some teas reviews. You can do some things that people like in winter, like traditionally. Yes, so some reviews. I'm trying to. I think I'm going to try and do something Canadian for the holiday. I think next week. I want to do something kind of traditional for winter. So I'm hoping that that will work out. Retire Bear says much more difficult to get to know. I have wanted to review a fruit cake. So if you can, yes, you can review. So you have been doing beverages. So I think like different teas, because people are into teas, right? That you can do some teas. Yeah, I think that would be nice as well to do some different tea beverages. Yes. Try it and see. Try and see. People love their teas. Yes. I think that would be a good review. And God bless says 2649 says thumbs up. Yes, I think that would be good. Try it, try out one this week and let's see how that works. All right. All right. And we are, well, the time is like done. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to post them in the chat and each person can take one and we'll just do that one and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so it's telling me that I put too much. So let me see if I can clear it. And then we are going to, okay, here. So tell me what you think. So we have, oh, probably I should do it the other way. Okay, so remove. Okay, I'm going to remove that and I'm going to put them individually and each of you can take one and tell me what you think about that. Okay, let's see. That's one. Coming. And then this is another one. You can just answer. So each of you can just take one, anyone you choose, and we get a review on that. All right, 2026. I have two more, then you can decide which one you want to answer. And we'll close off there because it's like 9 o'clock. All right, so we have what do you enjoy most about this channel? Do you prefer Saturday Night Live, long form videos, shorts, or relaxing music? Which content makes you feel the most encouraged or relaxed? What would you love to see more of in 2026? Is there anything you like me to try on Saturday Night Live, like games, question and answer, themes, guest, player nights? Let me know in the chat which one. So I have Bear saying, I want to review a fruit cake, and that would be lovely to see. What my stomach eating food for a review can be hard. Drinks are easy while you see more. Okay, yes, I understand that. The stomach, you have to be careful what you put in it. So teas would be nice as well, especially in winter. The different flavors. I think you do very well with that. But the fruit cake, yeah, I would love to see that review. Retire Bear says, "I've positive, how positive of a human and positive of a community you gather. Meet lots of people on YouTube. To be part of the most positive is no easy task." Thank you so much for that review, Retire Beard. I appreciate it. You know, I want to uplift. I want to uplift persons. I I remember I read this story about this woman who was always joyful, always happy, always have a good vibes and stuff like that. And someone asked her why she's always like that. And she said she didn't want to be a grumpy old woman. And that is the reason why from she was young, she started to have that positive vibes, that positivity. And I want to be like that. I want to grow. I don't like to hear grumpy old persons. I like to hear older folks. I think Andel is here. Older folks that can share positive things with you, that can tell you about history, that can tell you about their days, their young days, that can share positive encouragement with you. I like those kind of old persons, right? So we have to start from we are young to have that kind of disposition and carry that into old age. Because when you're old and you're miserable, it's a terrible thing. Yes, Vitavia says, I do consume the other content but engage with the Saturday Night Live more. And that is the reason why I haven't stopped things. I do relaxing music. I do Saturday Night Live. I do travels. I do Black history because I realize that everybody take their piece, what they're interested in. And it is always good, fellow content creators, to have playlists. So playlist is where you actually take content that are similar and put them in one file. So when persons who are interested in travel, they will go to that playlist and watch all those because that's what they're interested in. So I try to keep my Black history just with shorts. And as I said, the playlist let you go to the different content that you have. Vitabia says, you keep doing your thing and being yourself in 2026. That's the best of us can do. Yes, it's good advice. Thank you so much. It's the best that we can do to be authentic, to be ourselves. I am like afraid to do live. When I see Retired Bear doing so much lives, and I see also um, Crisco's Country Life doing a lot of lives, I'm like, they are brave to do it all the time. But then I saw this young lady. Yes, I saw this young lady, and she said, "Look here, if you're not doing face, you're not meeting your community needs." I'm like blown away by that. If I'm not welcome at these blessings. He just reached home. Praise God for safe journey. So the person said, if you're not doing live face, make your community see your face, you're not giving them justice. And I said, God, for 2026, I want to give my my community justice. I want to be able to be there that you can see. So that's something I'm willing to work on for 2026. And Vitabia says the Black um Chris says, I like the Saturday Night Live and themes and question and answers. I love the question and answers too. You know, it just give you more to think about and to test your knowledge and to go and hear what each person have to say. I like that part. I always look forward to that as well. And Vitabia says the Black people who changed and did things great for society in the past, censored mostly, so great to learn more. I am blown away by some of them. When I do my research, I just have to I'm just amazed at some of them, you know, what they have contributed and the part that they have played and all of that. They're great people in the world. It doesn't matter which background. I was listening to this Indian lady, and she was telling about the experience in India when the British came and how things, you know, turned and they were split and all of that and what took place. And I said, but Black persons have been going through that. Black persons have gone through that. And you wouldn't have known that they have gone through some of what those persons have been through. So it's just history in general that we all play this role, and people before us have played a role in our existence. They have paid a lot of price for us to even be on a platform like this, sharing together. That's how wide and how big I look at life, right? And so I don't take anything for granted or any people for granted. And I try to be humble. I try to be humble at all times. And we have Chris saying, Black history is great. Thank you so much, Chris. I'm glad that you all are watching it because it's really play a role in even having this positivity, having this, wanting to make a difference in this community, in the overall platform community of YouTube and beyond. We touch and reach persons, so far by what we have learned and the encouragement, the inspiration that is behind it. And Ritarbe says, I feel better to learn each one. I am learning something when I am in school. They did not want me to learn. Yes. And history, it can be one thing I learned, and this lady put it she's a speaker. She goes around. She said when she grew up in Africa, she didn't know about, she appreciates seeing a white doll. She wanted a white doll because she wasn't seeing any black dolls. She was in a family of influence. So, she was privy to certain things, and she never seen a black doll. So naturally she just want a white doll because that's what she thought was. So it's all about who is telling the story as well. So if you're in an institution that is governed by persons who have that part of the story to tell, they're going to tell their part of the story. But as I say, there's always two parts to a story. And that is why we call it history, because history is your story, right? So I appreciate all stories. I appreciate, because I remember one young lady where I was working, she said that when she went to where I think the British, is the British, I'm not remember where which nationality, but I think it's the British. I'm not remembering, but she said when she went and see the lifestyle when they just came and all of that, because she went to a history place that she could look at and see how they lived and all that. It was challenging. And when I went to a museum in February this year, and I saw how they used to live. I haven't even put out that video. And I saw the beds that they used to sleep on. I mean, persons who came to this country, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. So when then you have this thing that you have to use to, I'm trying to find something that you have to use and hit the bed before you go to sleep, because the bed can be full of ticks and stuff. So you have to hit the bed and oh my gosh, I tell you. So history is so important. And so, Retired Bear says, I have heard more than one that made me go. I am here now because of them. Praise God. And Chris says, yes, Indian, wow. Yes, she gave a good, experience. And guess what she was in? Food. But she went to a school that had different nationality, and she would eat those person food because she's so used to her Indian food. But because she was with other nationality, she was able to taste other persons. So she developed this palate for different types of food, and she became an expert writing different books, recipe books and all of that. And she lectures about food and how culture and nationality play a role in that. It was a buck up. I was doing a little research and I buck her video up. So I listened in a bit on it to and she told that story and I was blown away because I didn't know that about India when the British invaded India, took over and was running India. Um, Witabe said, as an architect, archivist, it matters so much to get the whole picture. It does. It plays, it does something to your mind in getting the whole picture. You always learn. It's way more complicated than you learned. It always is. Because it said to walk in my shoe, to understand what I've gone through, you have to walk in my shoe, right? So when we get the whole picture of our person's experience, it does have an impact. Yes, culture centers and history museums are so amazing to go to. Yes, I have two, I have three because I love museum. I just, I love history, so I love museum. So Andel and I went to one, and I went to two. And going to the museum, it was a pleasure to go with Andel, to know that both of us were there and walking through and all of that interesting experience. And culture, the Polynesian Culture Center in Hawaii changed my life. Oh my goodness. So Retire Beard, I hope we can talk about that on our on one Saturday night live. I'm really working on be able to get guests in, persons to, stream when I'm streaming, because I'm using my YouTube streaming, but I'm trying to get where I can stream and have other persons join in as well. So if you want to bring all humans on the earth together, food is the way. And music. Food and music. There's a gentleman. What he does is to play music at like a zoo, and you just see the animals coming to him. I'm like, really? They literally come all the way to where they're hearing the music and they listen. And when he's finished, you can know that they know it's done. It's just so amazing to see that. Yes, food really bring people close. I have a church sister that watches my videos, and she said she wants to see some food videos. So hopefully next year I'll try and do some Canadian culture food. I'll try and do that. And some Jamaican too. Yes, some Jamaican food as well. Yeah, of course, learning of all the cultures there was eye-opening. It made me feel shame though, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. It's nothing. History is not. It's history is history. People do things, but it's what we learn from it that makes the difference. I have done things in my life that I'm ashamed about, but I learn from it. It becomes a lesson for me. So I don't walk down that way. I don't talk that way. I don't think that way. You understand? So it is to make us better people. If you can watch something about history, no matter how bad it is, what can I do to make a change? How can I make the world better from what I've just watched? That's me. So it is to make us better, to inspire us to be our best self, to be better people, because you're just this in this one environment, right? But when it, but the impact comes when you can do what you know is right, when you can make a difference in your world. It makes a difference in the wider world because everything comes together, right? All the countries. So if every country was doing right, it's the world. So when you're in your community and you're doing right, it's a country. You understand? So Chris says music and dancing. Woo, I love dancing. Even last night I was doing a little thing, praising and Yes, and turning and oh, I love dancing and people dance in different ways. Guys, I haven't drank any water and I remember my father saying to me in my head, um, you need to drink water. he told me, he told me before, and I just remember. So good. So we're about to close, and Vitarbe says, as an American, we overthrew their government and forced ours on them in Hawaii. I hate knowing that, but it's what it is. It's what it is. But guess what? How we conduct, and it's kind of sad with certain things right now, but how we conduct ourselves as individuals and in our space makes a difference. It makes a difference in how we are perpetuating the wrong that has been done. If we do even one positivity to one person, one act of kindness to one person, it overrides what has been done. Meaning, it can't erase it. It's just what it is. But you make a change. You do something that is different, that is positive, that helps, than breaks down. And let me tell you, God have a way of turning things around. No matter how bad the situation is, He always work things out in a way that we can say, oh, now I understand, now I see, and all of that. No wonder they fly the Union Jack. We can do better nowadays, all of us for sure. Yes, and it begins with the man in the mirror. Man in the that song, right? Yes, thank you so much for that. It begins with us. The change begins with us. We make that change. We bring that impact in our world. We transform the history and make it a better history when we leave here. So that's what I want to give to us tonight in terms of that. Chris says, I have a native friend and we used to watch hours of panorama videos and go for walks on the tracks on the trails. She would show me different medicine plants. I love that. I would have loved to come with you guys. I would have loved that. All the residential school stuff was happening. Wow. Let me tell you something. Plants, you have me right there. I love to look at and find out different plants. So that was a special moment. And I know you will cherish that. Continue to walk, continue to look for plants. And as you know, there's a way that you can do it on your phone in finding out. Just take a picture of it and upload it to Google, and it will tell you the name of the plant. Retire Bear says, that's so cool. Can't love anyone until you love yourself. Yes, you have to love yourself as hard as it be. You have to love yourself. When you love yourself, you can love others. Right? That's so cool. RJ, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. RJ say hi, Portia. Retavia said, I would love to learn that. I would be honored to. Wonderful. I tell you, God is wonderful to bring us together tonight, to bring us together every Saturday night. I look forward to being here with you so much. And RJ say, what's the topic for tonight? Well, RJ, we just chit chat mostly. Yes, there are some questions that I had put in the chat earlier, like what do you enjoy most about this channel? You can pick one of them. Do you prefer Saturday Night Lives, long form videos, shorts, or relaxing music? Which content make you feel the most encouraged or relaxed? What would you love to see more of in 2026? And is there anything you'd like me to try on Saturday Night Live, like games, question and answer, themes, guest, par nights, anything? What would you like to see in 2026? And um, I see Vittoria say, I have honored the native sites in the Southwest every time you go. Continue and video. You can, share the history in your part of the world with us. We love to know. And as I said, it doesn't matter how bad it is, it's for us to learn from and for us to grow and do right. And done my medications to their gods at the sites every single time. All right. Just like us, like when we go to a cotton tree, we know that persons are buried under the cotton tree. So, you give a moment of silence in reverence to those who have passed. Some of them have lives have been taken violently, but appreciate the life that was lived. RJ says, what I enjoyed the Saturday Night Live. All right. That is good. One, God bless. 2649 says, games, history, and God. Wonderful. RJ says, for next year, I think you should movie reviews at the end of every month. And I can do that. I realize that I realize that the business highlight, it needs a platform for itself. So I'm going to do that um I might put it in a video form, or I might do it as a live, but I know it needs a space for itself. So thanks for that suggestion. Movie reviews at the end of every month, I could do that. We could try it for January and see how that works. Wow, so here we are. It's now 9:24. 6 minutes to, well, 9:25 now p.m. Eastern time, right here in Canada, my neck of the woods. My sister would say. So I really appreciate this candid conversation that we could really talk and share in this manner. RJ says, if you need suggestions, I can give you some movies to watch. Yes, you can send those to me and I will watch them. I will look into them. Usually, whenever we get movies, Andela and myself will watch like one for the week and we'll, spend that time together. So we haven't done it in a long time. We haven't done it in months, but this year we started to do that. Some uplifting movies. Those I love. Yes, and fun. Oh, I found Home Alone. Home Alone. I found the CD. Yes, so I will be watching that this holiday season this coming week. I've been watching Home Alone. I used to love it. I don't know if my sister remembers Home Alone. Yeah, but I'll be watching it this week. I found the CD. Yes. Retire Bear says, huh? DVD. Yes, DVD. Thank you for that correction. All right. Vitalbear says, I would always love to see people review products. I know they have things we don't have. But what products? I don't know. What does products on a whole you would want me to review? Because I could do that too. So we could have a review night. So once we could do movie review, we could do product review, and if there's any other review you like to see, we could do that. All right. So if we have any extra, because some months, I think it's 2 months out of the year, that is 5 weeks. So we could utilize that as well. So I have RJ saying, yes. Vitabia say, Home Alone rules. And Chris says, fun at violent. I tell you, I enjoy it. I don't know. I just think it's so much fun. But yes, brutally. And they don't get it. They just don't give up. Yeah? They just don't know how to give up. So, keen out the Christmas I was born, I feel connected to it. You were born in December, retired Beard? Let me know in the chat because we have to celebrate you next week, all right? We're gonna have a big celebration. Yes. Oh, so we have start having balloons. Yes, celebration next week to ring out the year 2025. So don't miss it. I've got another Christmas suggestion. Is It's a Wonderful Life? Is It's a Wonderful? I don't I don't know that one. So I'm going to write it down. I got it's a wonderful life. All right. And it came out this year. Okay, I was born in February. All right. So I was old enough to have seen it when it came out. All right. So I'm going to check out that movie. And next year, February, we are going to celebrate you with Tara Beard. But if I missed anyone's birthday date this year, next week we are going to have birthday celebration. We're going to do birthdays again one last time for the year. Saturday Night Live. All right, so that's it. We are 1 minute to go. February the 19th is my birthday. Yes, I've been doing my calendar. Yes, so I've been doing my calendar for next year. So I have the birthdays. So I just put the birthdays. So I put yours in for next year. So yeah, I'll have that down. So you can let me know which week is your birthday so I can celebrate you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate this. I feel so happy, so good to know that you could join tonight. Remember to give me a thumbs up so that YouTube can push the video out to other viewers as well. They can join the community as well and enjoy and be uplifted. As you know, I inform, inspire, and motivate you. Thank you so much for being a part of this platform, Posha Nation. I appreciate it. If you haven't joined my membership, not forcing you to, you can do so. It's on a monthly basis or just 1 month. If you choose to try it out for the month, yes, you get behind the scenes, you get one live, members live, and other pictures. As I said, I'm organizing myself already so that next year I have things put in place and you can enjoy all aspect of this channel. So RJ says the top best holidays in the world, in my opinion, are Christmas and Halloween. I wouldn't share Halloween with you, but I'll say this holiday season is really good. But I tell you, I enjoy summer season where you have, Jamaica independence. Well, emancipation for me would be because that's the day I was born on, Emancipation Day. So for me, yeah, but this is always a beautiful season. It's always a beautiful time to hug, to kiss your loved ones, to, tell of all the things, review, reflect, and all that, but to let somebody know that they were special this year. Let somebody know, say something special to someone as you go through this week. This week, the 25th, is considered Christmas Day. The 20 is the 26th Boxing Day, Andel? The 26th Boxing Day, and then you have Christmas Eve. So this week, as you gather with your family, as some persons may not have, but guess what? Go out that day like Retire Beard and spend a moment in the company of other persons. It does make a difference. Or just simply unwind and watch Home Alone. I'm sorry, I had to just put that one in. But it is a time when we reflect, when we share, and doing some form of act of kindness does make a difference. Last week, Sunday, the community that I'm a part of at my church, one of the communities that I'm a part of at my church, the Tender Mercy Food Pantry under the welfare ministry of the Mississauga Seventh-day Adventist Church, they had a community event where persons got care packages, they got groceries, they had fun activities, movies, building. What's that thing that they build again, Andal, for the kids? Gingerbread house, yes, and they got a lot of toys, so they had leftovers. So some of us that was volunteering, we got some, and I am not really the type of person that takes stuffed toys and give, but guys, I had to take some and say I'm going to give to my neighbors, children, and also others that anyone in my community where I live. Yes, well, I got some tough toys, and I'm going to give them out this week. Yes, I'll be sharing with, makes a child feels loved, feels special. So yes, if you can do some form of this one is cutie, do some form of act of kindness for someone this week, please do so. It will make a difference. Look at this one. Owl, wise owl. No, it's not a owl. Is it an owl or a penguin? Yeah, it's an owl. Yes, even though I'm not unicorn for sure, cute. Love those. I found them to be cute as well. Chris says, yes, the gingerbread owls. Love it. The kids love it. They had a wonderful, every one of them. I asked, oh, how is it? They said they love it. They enjoy themselves. Parents could get a breathe of fresh air to able to move around and knowing that they're safe and they're all right. Yes, the kids love that. Chris, RJ says, Chris, I love making snowmen. Snowy owl. Yes, this one is cute. Yes, so I'll be giving these out to some. Well, I know 3 children for sure that will be getting, and then some more children. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that this week, probably Tuesday, between Monday and Christmas Eve, the 24th. Yes, I can give them out. So they have them for Christmas. Ritabe say, I've been looking at those giving tree things for a little girl. Looking for unicorn items that would make her really special to know that she have, yes. So do it if you can. Do some form of act of kindness, kind word, kind deed, Give somebody a hug that has never had a hug before, because that's something that is rare these days. Not found one yet. When I do, she'll having the best Christmas. All right. I love that. Wonderful. I need to find some places tomorrow that have them. I know you'll find the one. Just ask God to tell you where to go, and He will. Has to be several. All right. You're going to make her feel very special. So take care, everyone. This feels so good to hug. No joke. Wow. Take care, everyone. Nice having you this week with me. Love you. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your loved ones. And as I said, do an act of kindness for someone this week. I know you're going to feel good from it. RJ says, Christmas dinner. I'm so excited. Curry chicken, rice and peas, jerk chicken. I love jerk chicken, guys. And Tabia saying, nice, wonderful. Take care, everyone. It was a blessing having you out tonight. And thank you for always turning up, always being here. Woohoo! Merry Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. I wish I did not need to cook Jamaican food to get it. I look online for a Jamaican store in your area. There's always a Jamaican chef about the place. Trust me. Chris says, good night, Portia, and everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Chris. And I am not that good at it. Just check it online. The nearest Jamaican restaurant or something like that. There's always one in the community. Yes. Take care. Love you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. All right. Good night. Take care.